Okay, let's take a look at NVIDIA. This is one that we had done a setup on quite a while ago, where you just had some symmetry support that overlapped a 618 retracement, overlapped a 382, overlapped another symmetrical projection and all that good stuff. And it ended up holding beautifully and giving us a nice rally before earnings. But we never made the target. So what do you do when you don't make the target? Well, first of all, you always want to use a trailing stop. So if the market stops moving in your favor, you can, exit the trade. But you can also look at a pullback for another potential entry. Now, what's interesting about this pullback is that this is where all the moving averages that I like to look at on the daily chart are on the right side. So you're above the 200 simple, you're above the 50, and the 5 is above the 13 EMA, which means, everything's on the right side for looking at a pullback entry. Now, the zone that we've been focused on, or the one that it held, is this 236.83 to 239.46 area. Now, it wasn't a perfect hit. We did have the low that came in just slightly above it. But as long as it's close enough, you can still look for buy triggers and define your risk, either underneath the low made prior to the buy trigger or underneath the low end of the zone. And the reason why I like this better on the second time around is because now we do have all the moving averages supporting this setup, whereas you only had price above the 200 when we first put in this low. So right now this becomes a higher probability trade setup than this one actually was. But in this case, so far so good. If we continue to hold above here, my original target off of this larger swing came in at the 266, 266.52 area. And then the new target off of this most recent low actually comes in at very close to that at 266.01. So bottom line, as long as price continues to hold above this zone, I'm looking for buy signals in this name, and I'm going to look for this 266 area as my initial upside target. I will consider myself wrong if we break underneath this initial support.